Welcome to June 17th, Monday Night Raw Highlights Result Show. You guys know what to do by now. Leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and be informed every time Essential Wrestling News uploads a brand new video for your guys' faces. And remember, if you want to stay up to date with any other wrestling news, you can do by visiting our Facebook page at Essential World of Sport, or you can visit our exclusive website, essentialwrestlingnews.net. Let's roll that title. Seth freaking Rollins was last seen at WrestleMania 40. Jump 2 months and now the Visionary is back on Monday Night Raw. That is right, Seth freaking Rollins made his comeback to WWE this past week, and oh boy, it was so good to hear Seth freaking Rollins' song being played yet again. And oh my God, he did not disappoint. After a 2-month absence, he has not missed a step within WWE. We know that when Seth Rollins lost the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, that he would want his rematch. And that's what he is back for. He is back to stake his claim on the World Heavyweight title yet again. And boy, he did not have to wait long before he was rudely interrupted by Le Champion Damian Priest. And OMG, Damian Priest marched down to the ring and told Seth Rollins he does not need to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match to have another opportunity at the World Heavyweight title. Damian Priest basically handed Seth Rollins his world title rematch on a plate. And that is correct. 2 weeks from this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, Seth freaking Rollins will face Le Champion Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title at Money in the Bank in Toronto, Canada. OMG. It then cut to a backstage segment between Adam Pearce and the Alpha Academy. Now, we know Chad Gable is very upset because each time he has faced Sami Zayn, he hasn't been able to get the job done. He hasn't been able to defeat Sami Zayn for the IC title. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn was the one that ended Gunther's 666-day reign as the longest Intercontinental Champion. Now, Chad Gable thought he would just walk straight back in to another title opportunity. The general manager, Adam Pearce, said, no, Gable, you need to earn it. And this is where it gets interesting. Instead of being a man, Gable blames the Alpha Academy for his losses. What sort of leader does Chad Gable think he is? Now, there has been rumours and speculations of Chad Gable breaking away from Otis, Akira and Maxime and joining the Creed brothers. Now, if that philosophy comes true, we are in for one hell of a ride, ladies and gentlemen. But Gable was willing to earn another opportunity at the Intercontinental Champion. He went out to the ring, didn't listen to what Adam Pearce had to say. Chad Gable then was soon met with the monster among men, Braun Strowman and OMG. Braun Strowman is a man to be reckoned with, ladies and gentlemen. So, Braun Strowman picked up the victory over Chad Gable. Then things really broke down between Chad and the Alpha Academy. Chad wanted to blame Akira, Maxime and Otis for his loss yet again, but only when he was slapping Akira about. Otis stood up to Chad Gable and literally pushed him to the floor. Good on you, Otis. Good on you, Maxime. And good on you, Akira, for walking away from somebody that cannot accept that they are responsible for their own losses. It then went backstage to the Judgment Day. Now, we know last week that apparently Liv Morgan gave Dominic Mysterio her room key. A bit of confusion. I am not all too sure on what's going on with the Liv Morgan, Dominic and the Judgment Day situation. So when I do know more information on that, ladies and gentlemen, I will inform you. And then we had our first qualifying match for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which was between Io Sky, Kiana James and Zelina Vega. Now, obviously, Liv Morgan had to get involved and she cost Zelina Vega her chance at qualifying for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Whoa. But the first woman to qualify was indeed the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky. Now, here is my prediction. If Io Sky wins the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I guarantee you she will go after Bayley. We then cut to a very interesting scene of Dominic Mysterio looking for his purple vest. And that purple vest was indeed on Liv Morgan until Finn Balor interrupted them. But did you guys see Dominic slowly undoing his purple vest off Liv Morgan before Finn Balor interrupted? OMG. And they say WWE is in a PG era? No. Nuh-uh. We then move to Braun Baker and Sheamus challenge the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. Now, we do know that Braun Baker and Sheamus collided this past week, which we will get into a bit more later on. We then cut to our other backstage segment between Karrion Kross and the New Day. Now, we do know Karrion Kross was due to face one of the New Day this past week, but it looks like it was rescheduled for the following week. Moving on to Carlito taking on Dragon Lee. Now, Dragon Lee and Carlito, this is interesting. There's so much of a backstory to this, which is very, very interesting in itself. But Carlito did pick up the victory over Dragon Lee. It then cut to Drew McIntyre walking out to the ring before that we had the weird stuff with Uncle Howdy and all that. This was the shocker of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Drew McIntyre quits WWE. Whoa. Now, is this a storyline with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk? Was this the plan all along? McIntyre quits. CM Punk calls McIntyre out. They fight at SummerSlam. Who knows what is going to happen? We then had our women's tag team match. Kayden Carter and Kiana Champ take on Damage Control. But Damage Control lose thanks to Lyra Valkyria. Now, we know a few months ago, Lyra Valkyria helped Becky Lynch out when Damage Control was about to attack her. So congratulations to Kiana Champ and Kayden Carter. We move on to Sheamus takes on Braun Baker. Now, this could have been interesting if Ludwig Kaiser of Imperium hadn't have interrupted himself in that match. So the match did end via disqualification. We then had our first men's qualifying match for the Money in the Bank. And that involved Jey Uso, Finn Balor of the Judgment Day, and the luchador himself, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. this was one way to wrap up Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, within Jey Uso qualifying for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Remember, Jey Uso did say to us that he was determined he wanted to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, as Jey Uso celebrated with the crowd after months and months of QR codes, cryptic messages, Uncle Howdy and his friends made their glory return to WWE, and they left a path of devastation in their way. Wow. What a way to close out Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, if you have enjoyed this video, leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and be informed every time we upload a new video. But if you want more on the Uncle Howdy story, click the my issues with the Riot family, and I will see you again soon with more wrestling content.